Welcome back to the first robotics competition from Hale Arena. One of our finalists is set. This is a semifinal, winner take all. The red and blue alliances have split the first two matches. In this best of three, this third match will decide it. Blue won the first. Red came storming back in the second, won it 72-10, won handily. And Paul Burkhart, maybe the key to this match could be number 16, Bomb Squad. Again, we saw Bomb Squad maybe have a mechanical problem in the first match. They called timeout, got it set, it appeared, and he went crazy in the second match and led them to victory.
Yeah, we had two totally different matches from the Red Alliance. In the first match, they just couldn't score very often, and Bomb Squad, number 16 from Mountain Home, Arkansas, was broken down. But then in the second match, after a timeout that we think Bomb Squad had called, they came back roaring.
All right, here we go. The robots are automated here for the first 15 seconds, firing on their own. And it's pretty even. Red with a 12-10 advantage in the first 15 seconds.
Small error on the part of 1986 and Autonomous. They were going to bump the bridge to drop the balls on their side. They bumped them over to the Blue Alliance instead.
Both teams gathering balls. Bomb Squad over on enemy territory, and I see a penalty called already.
Now this is really interesting, Lee. They've sent 3784 of the Red Alliance out to the bridge just to park. They want those 10 points at the end of the game. They think it's going to come down to that.
1386 is a scoring machine from down low. Bomb Squad likes it a little higher, and Bomb Squad fires up a three-pointer. Knocks down a couple. And misses that one, though.
The Channel Cats, 1094, they look like they're in trouble. There's something wrong. They're just not moving.
There is a lot of wear and tear. I mean, by the time you get to the semifinals, your robot has taken a beating, hasn't he?
It's one of the reasons why you and I are wearing safety glasses. Some of these parts come flying off.
All right, Bomb Squad has it back on track, scoots up just a little bit. Can't get it to fall. Red still with a 33-18 lead. And as Paul mentioned, Red is already parked. 3784 is parked on the bridge, so that's a 10-point bonus already.
Well, they're looking for the strengths of all the robots, and it might be that 3784's shooting mechanism is down. We're not exactly sure, but they can at least line up for the bonus points. But the other two bots, 16 and 1986, they're shooters. They're really good shooters, and you don't want to waste them on the bridge.
All right, there's a 30-second warning. Red still firing away.
1094 looks like they're just broken down. Channel Cats haven't moved for at least 30 seconds.
Bomb Squad in 1986, both putting up some points for the Red Alliance. Bomb Squad with another three-pointer.
They're extremely accurate. They've got a mechanism that seems like it's slow, but it works.
And that's going to do it. It would appear that Red is going to advance to the finals, 53-30. And if this bonus counts for 10, make it 63-30. And that will send Red to the finals. Bomb Squad, Team Titanium, and Bit by Bit 4-H Robotics team.
Clearly, Leaf, we've got the Red Alliance from the second match who came out this time.
Red Alliance moves on to the finals. Our Christy Nitchie is standing by with more. Christy?
In the pits with Rex Brown. Rex and I have a couple of things in common. The first one is I actually was the chairperson for the Greater Kansas City First Lego League Planning Committee this year. Rex is the co-chair for the FRC, or the First Robotics Competition for Greater Kansas City, their planning committee. So we have that in common. But what we also have in common, Rex, is that we not only have a personal interest in the success of these programs and the kids, but we also have a professional interest. So tell me a little bit about why this is so important to you and to Honeywell.
Honeywell is a big sponsor of the event, and it's to get kids interested in science. We have a hard time finding the kids that we need to hire, and this is getting them kick-started and getting them ready to go there.
It's likewise for Time Warner Cable. You know, through our Connect a Million Minds initiative, it is our sole purpose to try to connect young minds to science, technology, engineering, and math, and to break down stereotypes at a young age, and really just encourage these kids to go out and to try it and have fun. This takes it up to a whole nother level, don't you think, Rex?
It takes it very much to a whole new level. Plus, it gives them a good idea of what they really want to do once they get out of high school. It gives them that kickstart that says, hey, engineering or math and science is what I really want to do. And so to give them that motivation is a big part of it.
Now, Rex, you've been involved for quite some time. I know you had a son that was heavily involved. You are active as a mentor on FRC teams, and then, of course, your involvement with the committee in general. So how have you seen things progress over the last several years?
It amazes me. Every year I find new kids that change the way they want to go into what they want to do when they go into college. We get more and more kids changing their curriculum to go into math and science. Watching girls actually put hand tools in their hands and find out, hey, this isn't all that bad. It's a great experience. And the teams are growing in size, and the complication, or not the complication, but the way the robots are performing nowadays, they're getting much more technical than what they were 7 years ago when I started.
And personally for Time Warner Cable, we just are very happy to see the genuine excitement and interest of kids at a young age, and then to see it all the way through to FRC, so starting from middle school all the way through high school. It's pretty amazing, and I'm really proud that it's happening in Kansas City.
It is a great event, and we've got 64 teams here competing. I can't ask for anything more.
Guys, you heard it from Rex and I. We'll hope you'll come down and check us out next year, and back to you guys.
Thank you, Christy. Great time here at Hale Arena at the first robotics competition. We're ready for our finals when we come back here on Time Warner Cable Metro Sports. Welcome back to the first robotics competition at Hale Arena. Christy Nitchie gets us set with a very special guest as we get ready for our finals. Christy?
All right, guys. I'm down here with Todd Lebo with Kansas City Sports Radio 810. Todd, it's your first year, your first experience with FRC. I know you're a parent. This is your son's first year, so what's it like?
Well, it's cooler than I thought. I mean, I watched some of it online, but it's my first time coming to one, and I'm running around here like I'm watching, a real basketball game, and, I can't sit still. That's how it is. My wife keeps sending me texts, where are you? I'm like, I'm down here, I'm up there. So it's really neat. I mean, this program is amazing with what it can do for kids, and the parents that are involved are unbelievable. They all donate their time. It's incredible. I'm a parent on the team, but I do nothing. I mean, there are real mentors who are like actual engineers and things. I talk on the radio. I have nothing I can offer. But it's really cool. What's your son say? I mean, what is he getting out of this? Is it completely different than he expected too? Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's learning a lot of actual computer programming and things like that. You could maybe learn in class, but when you actually get to do this and make something and help program it, and then it turns into something, that's really neat. And he's really enjoyed it, but he's just a freshman, so he's not as involved as the older kids, but it's really cool. At least all three schools do a great job. They all made the final, or the semifinals, or I guess quarterfinals, and they do a super job. So, and the city has, the school district got some bonds and all that. They've all got these labs over at Lee Summit High School. It's really neat. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for becoming a first supporter, if you will, and we wish you and your Team Titanium the best. I'm gonna go bite the rest of my nails off. Don't try to find me if something bad happens. I'll be laying under the bleachers somewhere. All right, guys, back to you.
A nervous dad getting ready for the finals. Todd's son, part of Team Titanium, 1986, you see there in the Red Alliance. Team Titanium also has 16 Bomb Squad. Paul Burkhart with us, and Paul, it truly is a fabulous competition, and to see that the work that the students have put together, and obviously it has to come, a lot of it from parents and from the mentors and from the corporations that donate their time and their money and their skill to the competition.
That's right. This would not be happening unless we had area companies and corporations, parents and mentors helping us. I mean, the companies in Kansas City are turning out to not only provide mentors for these teams to teach them how to do this, but also putting out money to help these teams be able to afford some of these things and to help us put on this event.
All right, we're ready for the best 2 out of 3 final. The Blue Alliance taking on the Red. Blue, and the two teams will shake hands now. A lot of sportsmanship, a lot of cooperation between all the students in the competition.
This is really the heart of FIRST Robotics. We're here to have fun together, to learn together. The competition is really a test of what did we put together. It's not to hurt one another. It's not to diminish one another. It's to honor one another. And you'll see this stadium erupt when we have a winner.
A great show of sportsmanship there as the two teams go back to their respective sides. Paul, we really haven't talked about how you control these robots. The first 15 seconds, they're automated, but once the students begin driving, what is the technology that the students use to move the robots?
Well, Leif, what they've got is they've got hand controllers, pretty much like your home video games, and they're trying to manipulate the robot via radio control, and they've had to really work out a lot of fine points. You've seen how tough it is for these robots to really shoot, so imagine trying to use a joystick to a robot that you built in 6 weeks and make it do what you want it to do.
And we have seen teams, a few teams, use the Connect technology that allows the students to control the robot for the first 15 seconds rather than just automate it. And it has made a little bit of a difference for teams, in this case the Blue Alliance, to get a little bit of a head start.
Yeah, it seems that with 1208, with their Connect player, they're able to just do a little bit more in the autonomous program. And this is where it gets very difficult. Think about this. They're trying to program a robot to work with a human player and vice versa. That's really hard. That's why we're only seeing a few bots in this competition that are able to do that. But when it works, it works.
Wow, can you envision a day when that's the way that students operate the robots is totally through a Connect technology like that?
There are a few in our organization that just envision that there'd be these little sensors all over the body of these human players, and they're actually doing a dance or a crawl or a shoot, making the robots go. I think we're going to see that in the not too very distant future.
It'll be some of these students, I'm sure, leading the way in that technology. Once again, it's the best 2 out of 3 final. It's a rebound rumble. We're just like basketball. The top basket counts 3 points. The middle basket 2. The lower basket 1.
And remember, Leif, during autonomous here, where the robots are in charge, you get 3 bonus points every time they make a basket.
Our first match of the final is underway. Teams trading baskets right now.
We've got the Red Alliance shooting. They haven't missed yet in autonomous.
34-18, the Red Alliance out to an early lead.
That's just incredible.
And so now watch the teams go to work to collect the basketballs and score as many points as they can.
Once again, 1208 had the strategy of not only shooting, but moving out to that center bridge to collect those basketballs. Every ball counts. You know, I noticed during the matches that one of the strategies of the Red Alliance is send Bomb Squad over early to steal basketballs from the Blue Alliance. So now the Blue Alliance is working short basketball while the Red Alliance has an abundance.
I'll tell you what, Team Titanium, 1986, sets up at the corner of that lane and knocks down some shots. They knock down 2 3-pointers right there as Bomb Squad tries to find his range. The Red Alliance with an early lead, 40-26.
Once again, Blue Alliance is sending in the Hawkinator to try to block the shots of Team 16 in 1986.
Bomb Squad looks like he might have had a little bit of a now he's got it working. So it looked like Bomb Squad had a malfunction. Now he's being blocked from going down to the lane to shoot.
Yeah, 17.
And the referee just raised his flag.
I think 1769, the Digital Hawks from Harmon High School, may have been a little too aggressive there. Once again, the Red Alliance is trying to secure those bonus points by sending 37-84 Verona out to the center platform.
Final 30 seconds now. You heard the horn.
37-84 has balanced. This is the team that last year as a rookie was selected into the final rounds and won their way to the championship. This is that 4-H team of the kids from a rural county in southwest Missouri. This is just incredible.
All right, Red Alliance with the lead 55-38 right now, and a 10-point bonus that would appear in the bank. Blue goes to balance as well. That will earn them 10 more points, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
I remember, Leif, we had a penalty early on, but we believe it's on the Blue Alliance.
It looked like the Digital Hawks may have drawn the foul. 73-48. It's going to go to the Red in the first match of this final.
Historically, there seems to be an advantage for whoever wins the first match. Now, that's true of most sporting events, and it's true of us here as well. There's a psychological advantage.
certainly the pressure will be on the blue to catch up. And here's the start. The blue team using that Connect technology. You see the student right there who will use the Connect technology to get it started. But the Red Alliance came out firing. You see Bomb Squad and Team Titanium, as well as bit by bit, knocking down the 2-pointers. And that took them out to a big lead early on. And the Red Alliance was able to ride that into a victory here in the first match.
Yeah, the Red Alliance came out with their game plan from early on. They wanted to send Bomb Squad across to steal balls. Then they wanted to shoot with Bomb Squad 16 and with Titanium. But then Verona still had a role. You notice early on, even in Autonomous, they were shooting and hitting the lower baskets with their bot. It's interesting how, when they're thinking about who they want to have in their alliance, how they've been thinking throughout the entire tournament, who can do what and how can we combine that to make a winning alliance.
All right, we'll be back with the second match in our final. Can blue rebound? Can red close it out? We'll find out when we continue from the first robotics competition from Hale Arena here on Time Warner Cable Metro Sports. We are in the finals of the first robotics competition from Hale Arena here on Time Warner Cable Metro Sports. The rebound rumble. The Red Alliance took the first match in this best of 3. The blue trying to bounce back. Paul Burkhardt with us. Paul, explain a little bit about what was happening here defensively. Red is trying to score its basket, and blue comes in playing a little bit of defense.
Right, blue's coming over to play defense. Now, blue can play defense and bump as long as the robot they're bumping is not in that half moon key. So you see that solid red half moon? If the robot's in there, you can't bump them. That's a penalty. If they're outside, you can bump them as long as it's not flagrant.
We've seen some pretty good contact underneath the basket. Perfectly okay. But the red came out firing, 73-48. And there you see the foul that was called.
As long as any part of the Red Alliance robot is touching the key, and this is a little tricky because Bomb Squad has these feelers, and they were touching, and so that counts. And the referee did his job.
And you can see that Digital Hawk robot waiting for Bomb Squad to move out of there so that he can move him out of the way. But Bomb Squad has the right there to stay and shoot. Bomb Squad and Team Titanium, both very prolific scorers, and led red to the win, 73-48. So now, red will try to close it out. It's Team Titanium, Team 1986, bit by bit, the 4H team out of Verona, Missouri, 37-84, and Bomb Squad, number 16, out of Mountain Home, Arkansas, taking on the Blue Alliance right now. Robotics out of Newton, Kansas, number 935. Digital Hawks, 1769, the team from Harmon. And Meetle Brigade, 1208, out of O'Fallon, Illinois. 1208, a team that will use the Connect technology for the first 15 seconds. The robots are automated for the first 15 seconds, but if you use the Connect technology, you can position your robot, and they have been effective doing that.
Yeah, the Connect technology is, as we said, is very difficult, but if you can master it, you have an advantage over the robots that are pre-programmed with no additional human support. You know, it's really fun because all these robots have stories, these programs have been developed. You know, we've actually got dynasties in the making here. We've been around for 21 years. You take a team like Bomb Squad from Mountain Home, Arkansas. They've been around about 15 seasons. Everyone in the country knows who they are. And right next to them, from Verona, Missouri, a white spot in the road, down in southwest Missouri, you've got a 4-H club that just came on the scene last year, and they're side by side in an alliance that has a pretty good shot of winning it all.
I think the great part of the competition is these teams are given a problem, no solution. You come up with your own solution, and every robot looks a little bit different. Everybody goes about it a different way, but they get the task done. And it's really interesting to see what the students come up with.
And if you're in business or industry, you'll recognize this. This happens to you all the time. You're trying to figure out how to solve an industry solution, and they've done that with a robot right here.
All right, the second match of the final is underway. First 15 seconds, the robots are automated, shooting on their own. Blue knocking down some shots. Red as well. Once again, red is up to a 29-17 lead early on. Now the students will begin driving. And same strategy. Red sends bomb squad into enemy territory to gather some basketballs.
But it looks like blue was ready for that. They bumped him a little bit in a place where they could do that, slow him down. Now look, they're bunching up over there. It's going to be hard for 16 to get out. I think Harmon's trying to trap them in the corner. They've done it. They keep bomb squad from shooting. They might have an advantage.
Bomb squad can't get out of there. 1769. The Digital Hawks playing some great defense.
They're bumping and grinding.
Meanwhile, though, Team Titanium is knocking down shots over here. Team Titanium has to pick up the slack, and he's knocking them down.
Bomb squad made it back over, but they've lost valuable time in the shooting process.
Red still able to hold on to that lead. 38-18.
This is really interesting. 37-84 was on the ramp and came off. I think the Red Alliance is worried that they don't have enough points. But 37-84 is caught on that side. They're not doing anybody any good at all.
Blue adding to its total, but so is Red. Bomb squad firing away. Team Titanium knocking down three-pointers.
I think it's going to come down to Bomb Squad and Titanium in their shooting ability.
Red adding to its total. 53-26 right now. Red has the advantage. At some point, does Blue have to start thinking about getting two robots on the bridge to try to pick up 20 points?
They're going to have to, but that's still not enough. They've got to be shooting, and they're not.
30 seconds to go. Bomb Squad knocks down another three. Bomb Squad connects again. He's come up big in the final.
37-84, Verona's got a mechanical issue. They're not able to get that bridge down, but it may not matter. Verona's up. They're going to try to balance.
They're going to need at least 20 points. See if they can get it. Two robots on the bridge. Can they get it balanced? It's close. They've got it. Does it count?
Not sure. We haven't seen an indication on whether it counts. It seems like there might have been a couple of penalties there. Who knows what's going to happen here, Lee?
It was close. Blue is certainly going to need all 20 points. Red had the advantage. And it's Red. 68-49. The Red Alliance advances. What a final we saw.
It's really unbelievable. I've seen finals for year after year at regional after regional. Every time it's exciting.
So it's the Red Alliance, made up of Team Titanium out of Lee Summit, bit by bit 4-H Robotics out of Verona, Missouri, and Bomb Squad from Mountain Home, Arkansas, prevailing here in the first robotics competition. Paul, we saw Blue get off to a decent start.
Yeah,
but while they're knocking them down in the first 15 seconds, Red is scoring as well.
Yeah, and Autonomous, they were trying to score those points early, and that's a good strategy to win it all. Red Alliance just simply did it better.
All right, Red Alliance wins it. We'll be back to wrap things up from the first robotics competition from Hale Arena, the Greater Kansas City Regional. We continue here on Time Warner Cable Metro Sports.